Good afternoon. And welcome to Dartmouth Memorial Stadium for this Southeast Conference soccer contest between the visiting Hilltoppers from Durfee High and your own Dartmouth High School Indians. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary goals of our interscholastic athletic program. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and that they must abide by the decisions of the officials. Spectators can support their program by refraining from derogatory remarks, comments, or cheers. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support all participants in a positive, sportsmanlike manner. Now, introducing the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Hilltoppers. Number 4, Crispin Sokol. Number 6, Lens Borscott. Number 8, Sergio Dias. Number 9, Dominic Estevez. Number 10, Landon Medeiros. Number 12, Xavier Ignacio. Number 13, Landon Freitas. Number 15, Andrew Sanif. Number 16, Gilberto Correa. Number 18, Thomas Gonzalez. Number 20, Evan Cavallo. Head coach of the Hilltoppers is Tiberio Mello. Now introducing the starting lineup for your Dartmouth Indians. Number 0, Towns Moore. Number 2, Corey Mello. Number 4, Nolan Dennehy. Number 7, Avery Reed. Number 9, Jonah Correa. Number 10, Matthew Furtado. Number 12, Andre DaCosta. Number 13, Niall Fogarty. Number 15, Owen Carter. Number 16, Andrew Souza. Number 18, Steven Shrestha. The head coach of the Indians is Josh Silva. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Yeah, that didn't work. Hold on.
Welcome, everybody, live to Dartmouth Memorial Field for Southeast Conference Boys Soccer. Our first look at the Dartmouth Indians boys soccer team this year on DCTV. Durfee Hilltoppers in town to square off against the home team on a beautiful afternoon, or at least it's turned into late afternoon, evening. Very nice weather. Thought maybe we'd see some rain, but looks like we're going to be okay. 70 degrees. Slight breeze coming towards the camera, coming towards the view. So from out in the trees there, great day for soccer. Hilltoppers coming in at 3-0-1. Their most recent game was Saturday against the Somerset Berkeley Blue Raiders. That was a victory. Last Thursday, their first conference game was against Brockton. The Boxers came to Durfee, and the Hilltoppers and Boxers ended in a 0-0 draw, so that's the one tie for Durfee. For Dartmouth, 1-1-0, getting back at it here for the first time in 10 days as the team ended up going into COVID protocols, so they haven't seen live game action in over a week. So something that Coach Josh Silva said he is a little concerned about coming into today, just kind of the rust, the stamina, having not had competition for, that long of a period is very rare, obviously in high school or at any level, quite honestly, but particularly in high school when you're doing 2 or 3 games a week, to be down for 10 days, that certainly makes it a little more challenging. But he did say, always pretty optimistic. Adversity isn't always a bad thing early in the season. It helps you grow as a team. So, he said we're looking for everybody to step up. Right there, here's one who did step up. That's Towns Moore, goalkeeper that was called up from JV. So he'll be getting the start there in goal this afternoon. So going with a call-up in net are the Indians. And with Moore, the other 10 on the field for your home team Indians are as follows. Senior captain on defense, Corey Mello, number 2. Number 4, senior defender, Nolan Dennehy. Senior midfielder, number 7, Avery Reed. Senior captain on defense, number 9, Jonah Correa. Another senior, this is a forward, number 10, Matthew Furtado. Senior on midfielder, number 12, Andre DaCosta. We take a look at that little check there that Furtado, Andrew Souza put on the Hilltoppers there. Sophomore midfielder, number 13, Niall Fogarty. Junior defender, number 15, Owen Carter, as that one's going to sail. Forward, junior, number 16, Andrew Souza. And senior midfielder, number 18, Steven Seresta. And, so Coach was telling me that, Souza, who we just saw, likes to be aggressive, very good to the ball, quick to the ball. He's somebody that Coach said has been a nice surprise. He's really been a good standout. Not so much a surprise, but he's been a good team leader. That's probably the best way to put it, as a junior this year on varsity. So keep an eye for him throughout the game there, number 16. For the Hilltoppers, as they push ahead here, shot taken and a diving stop by Moore. A bid there from the senior midfielder there, Thomas Gonzalez. Got it through the legs. It went right through the legs of Mello, but a nice play by the keeper, Towns Moore. In net for Durfee, sophomore starting goalie Xavier Inacio and his fellow starters, the 10 starters on the field. Number 4, a sophomore defender, Crispin Sokol. Number 6, a junior forward, Lenz Bursico. Number 8, a senior midfielder, Sergio Diaz. The senior midfielder, number 9, Dominic Esteves. Senior midfielder, number 10, Landon Medeiros. Sophomore defender, number 13, Landon Freitas. A senior defender, number 15, Andrew Sanft. Junior midfielder, number 16, Gilberto Correa. Senior midfielder, number 18, who we just saw, Thomas Gonzalez. And junior midfielder, number 20, Evan Carvalho. And the Hilltoppers led by head coach Tiberio Mello. One of the things that, for Durfee, is that the Hilltoppers graduated a ton of players last year. And so this team, while there are some returners, and there are actually quite a few seniors on this squad as well, Durfee lost a big group of guys to graduation last year. And so there is a bit of a rebuild. But, the things changed quite a bit from my preseason interview with Coach that I did till now, or to even just the start of the season. There were a lot of late signups for the team, and players coming out, trying out, kind of after that initial wave. So when I saw him initially the last week of August, I think it was like the 22nd of August, he said, he was concerned about the numbers. He was concerned about, where the team would go, having the players all buy in and whatnot. And, things changed in a hurry once the school year started. So this team, he's been pleasantly surprised. it's one of the biggest things will be to see how the team does after a loss, because Durfee has not lost yet. It's a good chance here. Sokol broke that up for the Hilltoppers, but it was a great bid. Good pass on up ahead. That was to Furtado from Reed, and it's a corner for the Indians. Loose in front and cleared out of the box towards Gonzalez of the Hilltoppers as he's jostling for position with Seresta. Coach Mello said this team today, the Indians, and I think you all who are watching would attest, this is a matchup that we see almost annually on DC TV or on Fred TV in Fall River. This is a great matchup. These two teams always play a real tough game, a hard-nosed game, and I can't recall a game being super one-sided. It's always neck and neck, which makes it, obviously that much more fun to watch and to call. Coach Mello saying that, the Somerset game was tough on Saturday because their style of play very challenging. They're runners, but much like Brockton, much like Dartmouth, they're runners. So it's going to be about sustaining, as the Hilltoppers are going to have a corner here on the near side of the stadium, and it'll be Correa sending it off. The stamina is one thing that the Hilltoppers are lacking a little bit, and part of that comes from this particular group of guys not all of them having, despite being upperclassmen, a lot of varsity minutes. So you're asking now, while they were on the squad, they may not have been starters, you're asking them to try to sustain, as a great opportunity again. Inacio playing aggressively and able to take advantage of a little bit of help and a favorable bounce, because it almost got a little dangerous there, and Bersico getting taken out there. I think the Hilltoppers will have another corner after the replay. This is aggressive play here. Almost took out Souza, and then was able to gather himself, come back, and boot it as well. And yes, we will have a corner as Correa heads back there. So for Durfee, I think the stamina, we'll see. The first half, the games that I've seen them, they've been very good. But the second half, they fade a little bit. And that did happen in the Brockton game I did last week. But Coach said the first half was as good of a half of soccer as he's seen all season through preseason and actual game action. So again, that's something to kind of keep an eye on as the game goes on. But I know this is always a matchup and a game that I enjoy calling, because it's always a tight game. The fans get into it, the coaches get into it. It's just a good atmosphere.
Don't let the ball bounce. Make contact before the bounce happens.
Ball went into the visiting stands there. So, and a couple substitutions here being made by the Indians. So now we'll get back to it. Back towards the circle. Down toward the corner. Once again, that's going to go out, though. on the sideline. Good pass to Gonzalez. Taken away for the moment. Carvalho sending it, it'll go out. Another corner kick for the Hilltoppers. They've had quite a few. Towards the net, out of bounds. Indians looking to clear it, going far side. That was from Correa. Bersikwo trying to get it back, and he does. Took it away from two defenders. Got tangled up with Furtado, came away with it again, and now the Indians clear it back to the Durfee defense. Samft will send it to the goalie. On the ground. Back towards the goal. That's going to sail to the right. Inaccio's got to be careful because that ball didn't get out as far as I think he would have hoped it to, and came back pretty quickly as he was backpedaling. Now the Indians with a corner kick from the far side.
Follow the runner.
On the ground and cleared out.
Sprint it up. Leave him offside.
Carvalho goes out off of Carvalho, and it'll be a throw for the Indians. Now a free kick coming for Dartmouth. Minor infraction there on the throw. Ground ball from Carter right to the emblem. Now Gonzalez trying to outrun DaCosta. Has to turn it around. Gets it to Medeiros. Towards the net, out of bounds, does not hook back. The shot taken there by Correa. High booming kick landing at the top of the box. Kept in by Carter. Bersico loses it, and it's taken back by Furtado. A whistle sounds. Right there, Bersico getting tangled up there, the feet interfering. So a free kick for Dartmouth. Good pass up ahead. And down into the corner. Esteves looking for some space on the sideline. Back to Cavallo. Back the other way, Indians with some numbers, but Sampt able to clear it. High, booming kick landing around the 20. Takes a big bounce. Let's take another look at that as there's foul coming. Yeah, DaCosta getting tangled up there with Medeiros. So the Hilltoppers with a good spot to kick from on the free kick. The Indians are going to have to back up because they are about 5 feet too close. They're still not 10 feet from the ball, but I guess we're going with it anyway. That line drive kick will hit off the screen, the netting, and hang back in. But the rule is it's supposed to be 10 yards, I thought, 10 paces. And if you're looking at the football hash marks, those are yard markers, not the full 10 there. Deep down the field, pressure, and Ignacio will come out as Lucas Martinez was closing. All the way back the other way, and Correa having to chase it. They'll get it to Moore as Gabriel Ferreira was closing in. Far sideline, that is Sergio Dias. Now back to Ferreira. And that was intended there for Medeiros. He lost it for the moment. Esteves surveying the field. Nice job getting around Reed right there. Good passing. That one goes over the screen towards Town Hall. Right along the sidelines, jostling for position there. Down the field, Indians with a great chance. Broken up, no, it's still down. Shot taken, loose ball. Fighting for it in the box, the Indians still have it, and Durfee clears it away. Esteves off the head, redirected it himself close to hands right there. Got to be careful. That looked very close as it was coming down. Already well past the halfway mark here. Just 15 minutes left in this first half. Been a good one so far. Not too many opportunities, though, for either side. A lot of play kind of up and down the field, but kind of losing steam, you know, as they get down into the box. We haven't really seen a lot of close calls through the first 25 minutes. On the sideline, passed up to Reed. Nice pass up the sideline to Martinez on the far side. Centering pass. Top of the box. Shot. Line drive. Nice save by Ignacio. And a great job of passing by the Indians to get that ball down the field. Corner kick for the Indians. Here we go. Left side of your screen. Header back in the box, and it's cleared out by Durfee. For the moment, now a second chance for the Indians. Loose ball in the box. Back toward the sideline. Now back to the goal. Tipped by Ignacio. It goes out of play. Going up the ladder there. Corner kick now on the far side as Reed will send it. Whistle coming in the box as Ignacio had to go down. was a good corner kick. Hooking back in the air, and a great opportunity, a collision there with Mello getting in the way of Inacio. That'll draw a whistle, as well as tumbling down goes Souza. Sokol getting in there, causing the collision. DaCosta will have the free kick. On the ground, one hopper into the hands of Inacio. And he'll boot it away. Coming down at the 50. Good header right up ahead for the Hilltoppers. And the Indians will clear it away towards the sideline up the field. Shot, corner, off the top of the crossbar. Correa making a bit of his own off the throw-in. And look where this hits, right on top. It'll be a goal kick for Dartmouth. So the Durfee coaching staff right there on your screen briefly. Indians with numbers, 2 versus 1. Durfee trailing back, and they'll kick it out. As they clear it towards their bench, it'll force the throw. So one thing you may have picked up on here during this first half, a little different officiating setup here. Much like basketball, for conference games, they have gone to 3 soccer officials. So you have 2 working the sidelines with flags to signal possession, which way it's going. And then you have the 1 main official working the middle of the field with the whistle. So instead of the usual 2 that kind of work the sidelines and a little bit into the field on opposite sides, both with whistles, you have just 1 with whistles, with a whistle, the head official in the middle of the stadium, and you have 2 line judges with flags. So second set of eyes on the play. Down the field, pass to Steves. There to gather it is Furtado, trying to get by. Kicked out of play towards the truck. I believe that went on the sideline. It did. It was not going to be a corner kick. So just a throw in, but still in the box and dangerous for the Hilltoppers as the Indians are trying to grab a goal here late in the first. They've made a good push over the last 5-6 minutes. Trying to get to the box. Kick it back, try to reset a little bit. Now back out to midfield. Line drive kicked back into the box, off the head. Believe that was Steves, it was. Toward the box and through the uprights.
Are you guys gonna wake up or what?
Down the field, Bersico giving chase with 2 defenders and more. Clears it. Still in the box. Ferreira loses it. Bersico wants a foul. Not getting it.
Get back, get back. Back up.
Collision in the box. Moore scoops it. Five and a half minutes left in this first half. Working the sideline, out of bounds again. Dartmouth ball now. Moore has it. Going to be another corner kick. Excuse me, goal kick, not a corner kick. My bad. Back to midfield it goes. As it's finally settled onto the ground. Deep down into the corner again. Indians forging back ahead. Durfee can't clear it. Across the box. Coming back out. A chance now for DaCosta. Takes the shot. Into the hands of Inacio. Well, Dartmouth is making the most of their opportunities over this last, say, 10, 15-minute stretch here, the second part of the first half. They've had more chances down the field to make something happen than Durfee has. Hilltoppers will send it back to Inacio. Wow, that was close as well. Chance for the Hilltoppers now. Bersico with the shot. And misdirected, goes down. Kind of off the toes. The ball was bouncing. Not the cleanest opportunity here. Was in the air right there. Defender coming in. All right, final 2 minutes here. The clock has stopped at the stadium. Whistle sounds. Free kick for the Hilltoppers. Indians clear it from the box again. Sideline, Esteves kept it in. What an effort. Now Reed working against Correa one-on-one. Correa wins the battle. Sends it back to Medeiros. Now to Bursaquo. And back to Medeiros. Now far side. That was to Gonzalez. Back to Correa. Sent towards the net. Wide right. And unofficially, again, the clock stops here, but I got the timer running now. 15 seconds or so. There really wasn't any stoppage time during this first half. We played right through, no issues, so we should be done in just about 10 seconds or so. There you go. That's the half. As Durfee and Dartmouth hold off each other, scoreless after 40 minutes here at Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. Hilltoppers 0, Indians 0. Couple near chances for both sides. Could very easily be, 1-1 or 2-2. Very tightly contested game, as we expected it would be here this afternoon. So 9.5 minutes on the scoreboard. Take the halftime break with the players, and we'll have more live soccer in a short time. Stay with us here on DCTV. Second half is up next. Welcome back, everybody. We have second half SEC soccer ready to start here. The Hilltoppers and Indians have switched sides. A 0-0 game thus far. Really good first half for both sides. So we'll see if any adjustments are made as this second half goes on. I thought the game got faster and more aggressive as the first half progressed. So we'll see what happens here in the second as we get ready to go. Indians starting with good field position here, pushing up ahead to the box after the first 60. Samft letting it go out on the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick. Those of you watching in Fall River, our live stream, welcome to the DCTV broadcast. Of course, our Dartmouth fans as well. Thank you for staying with us here. Our third full week of high school sports here for Fall 2022. A whistle coming. I think they're calling hands on Sergio Dias, who's wearing that protective glove. Kind of looks like what Rob Gronkowski was wearing for a time with the Patriots. That right there. And yeah, it looks like it came up and hit him. So the free kick coming for the Indians. Close to midfield. Nice line drive, but it's going well wide right of the goal and out of play. Inacio not having to make any play on that. And Samft will kick it away. Really gets, we've been seeing this, for Durfee last couple years. Samft he's got a strong leg. He really can send it. And with accuracy too. Down the field, Bersaquo giving chase, but there is Mello to cut it off, though he runs into Ferreira, and they get tangled up, kind of pushes him down. Hilltoppers looking for a whistle, get a little extra after it goes out of bounds. Durfee fans have been a little bit chippy as well with some of the, as they feel to be non-calls for their team who's visiting today. Dartmouth side's been actually pretty quiet, to be honest with you. Up the field it goes. Inacio kicks it out toward the sideline to Sokol, and it'll roll right across that line in front of the Indians bench. A throw in for Dennehy and the Indians. Comes back out, and we'll do it again, just a little further up the field. Shot taken, another tremendous save from Xavier Ignacio. The sophomore keeper for the Hilltoppers has really showed off some range and made some great saves. We'll take a look at that again. This one was shot right through the defense and had to dive for it. Nice job keeping that in by Landon Medeiros. The Indians will take it, though, back up the field. Jogging up ahead, DaCosta back to Furtado. Now Furtado trying to get around Sokol, showing some speed into the box. Setting it up, and it's going to fade away. Created his own break right there. Fantastic surge from Furtado. Couldn't make it stick. Just that little bit of space created by passing it back to DaCosta allowed for some separation, and then off the toes, it hooked away. That's a great effort right there. Header right back to Furtado. A little more defensive coverage. No, he skips through again. DaCosta back to him. Gets by one, takes a shot. That's going to sail. It's off the crossbar for the uprights, for the football field goals. I'll tell you, Furtado's getting some space. He's creating space, really. And he's firing at will. Now a quick transition the other direction. Durfee trying to get something going. Dartmouth has really had a lot of the momentum toward the end of the first half and through these first 10 minutes. Durfee has not had many opportunities. This could be one. Bersaquo trying to get by Mello down in the corner. Now the defense for Dartmouth's gotten there. He's going to shoot it across the box. And Dias all alone down there trying to get around. Nobody helping him. Able to redirect it and sends one right into the arms of Moore. Hilltopper's going to have a free kick here at midfield. At quite the kind of hip check there from Mello. Down the field, Ignacio going after it in the corner. Keeps it in, now kicks it out on the side. Pretty sure that was off of Dartmouth. Would have been better to just let it roll out of the goal line. Now you're going to get a throw in up the field. That was not a well-executed play right there. And it might have been that he wasn't sure who last touched it, but now the Indians get to keep it up this end of the field. A lot of spin on it, but Ignacio shielded by the defense and protected there. Down the field to Bersaquo, and out of play it goes. Tried to sell it, but clearly out of bounds. Hilltoppers throw in. It's Landon Freitas. Whistle coming, I think that's hands. The officials kicking Bursaquo and Fogarty off the field. Completely unnecessary from Fogarty right there. He instigated it. Well, both on the bench now to cool off. Bursaquo, very aggressive player, as that's down in the box. Almost hands again for Durfee. Esteves. That one almost came up and got him as well off the outie. I think that's one of the officials' cars, actually. Ferreira took a tumble, got up quickly. Out of bounds, ooh, tumbling forward. Crowd not happy with that call. Yeah, that should be a foul against Seresta. That should have been Dartmouth ball. I think the Indians fans got a beef with that one, justified. Samft sending it. Good distance again. Header in the box. Ferreira settling it. Gets pushed in the box. And the whistle comes. It's in the box. This is going to be a penalty kick for the Hilltoppers. Right here, trying to make a play. Gets body checked by Dennehy. And doing the honors for Durfee is going to be Landon Medeiros as he goes one-on-one with Towns Moore to try to break this scoreless tie. Moore wants to keep it scoreless. Shot, it's good! Into the corner it goes. And Durfee breaks the tie. It's 1-0 Hilltoppers on the penalty kick at 12 minutes and 33 seconds. Had a little extra space on that left side. You saw how Moore was set up, and so he targeted it. Holding his jersey and another whistle. I'll tell you, you know what's happening, though, too, is the aggressiveness is starting to come out as this game goes on. And now, Dartmouth being down a goal, you're going to see probably even a little more of that, and they got to be careful. That's Coach DeBarrio Mello talking to the officials now. Well, he's well down the sideline, but Dartmouth's got to be careful of that too, because they've been playing very well, and they've really controlled much of the middle part of this game. So you don't want to get too over, because you're going to keep getting calls against you at this point. They're going to be looking for it towards the box, on the ground, and cleared on the side. Nice job by the Indians defense. Durfee will throw in now. Quick transition right back to it. That's going to go out on the goal line.
Hey, that's it. Hey.
It should be a goal kick for
Confidence.
Dartmouth. It is.
Look over here. Well done. Hold it.
Back towards the middle of the field. Sampt pushed from behind a bit, but nothing to warrant a foul. Just after the 5 o'clock hour here at the stadium. Under 25 minutes to play in the game. Good pass up ahead. Inacio coming out and will clear it as that goes out of bounds on the sideline. Nice redirect there from Gonzalez. Furtado gets in there, takes it away, kind of gets... Hand came up there from, looks like Correa coming in right there. Yeah, hand got into the face. So free kick for Dartmouth. Furtado seems okay. Good shot down into the box, takes a high bounce, and Inacio able to pick it out of the air. Out of play as Samuel Cabral Garcia pushing up ahead. Clearing it was Jonah Correa right there on your screen. And Durfee will throw in on the far side. Jack Govin, number 3, with the throw. Bersaquo takes a shot, sails to the right. A little high and wide. Bursaquo gets by one defender, sends it now again, trying to get something going.
Just go. They're gonna eat. What are they gonna do? They're either gonna steal, foul you, or you're gonna go to them. Come on.
You see here, he beat Dennehy once, then got the shot off. Whistle in the middle of the field. Foul on the far side. Free kick for Dartmouth. We are now past the halfway mark of the second half. Another free kick. Deep down the field here on the right of your screen. Toward the box, off the head of Govan, and the Hilltoppers clear it out. Down the field, Mello being chased by Cabral Garcia on the sideline, out of bounds. And the whistle coming to stop play. Durfee will have the throw. On the run, Freitas down to Cabral Garcia. And the Hilltoppers are going to have a corner kick as that one goes sailing into the neighbor's yard.
Come on, Leo. Come on, Leo.
Leo, front post early, Leo. Front post early, Leo.
Rather not if he can't make it.
On its way, header. Comes out of the box, but the Hilltoppers still there. Back to Bursaquo. Down the sideline and out of bounds. That was Leonardo Alfama, who couldn't get there in time.
Sergio, you come here. Hey, step into the space. Sergio, 22.
Leva. Leva por dentro. Trabalha.
Wait.
Freitas with it, waiting to throw in. Down deep into the corner. And a whistle.
Leave it.
It's getting pretty dark here at the stadium. Couple spotty showers off to our west in the Providence Seekonk area, but I think they're going to go, it looks like they're moving southeast, so I think we'll stay dry for the remainder of this one. Another free kick coming our way, this time for the Hilltoppers from down in their end of the field. Ooh, that's going to draw a whistle. Furtado going in on Govan a little too hard. Sampt with another good, strong kick. Dias went down on that. Lots of free kicks here over the last couple minutes. The officials, who were rather quiet with the whistles in the first half, have really been calling a lot here since that very minor incident between Fogarty and Bersaquo. So they've been kind of trying to, I think, manage the game a little bit and not let it get too out of hand. Freitas will throw. They go to Bersaquo. Now he'll kick it to Freitas, trying to get some separation. They'll send it towards the top of the box. That one gets by. They'll kick it back to Sampt. And he'll send it right back where it came from. Going to Bersaquo. Played on sides, headed the other direction. Trying to get some space. Goes to Correa. Correa and Dennehy battling it out in the corner. Dennehy comes away with it. Now Bersaquo undercuts DaCosta, and it goes out. Lights on here at the stadium. Gotta love the LEDs. No warm-up. Just hit the switch. It's like daytime. These are probably the most impressive high school lights. As that goes null and void on the whistle. When they upgraded this stadium, I'll tell you, the lighting was a major necessity, because the old lighting was just that, very old, very dull and dim, and a timeout here with 12:36. But these new lights, very different style of light. The LED, kind of a flat panel, and it's like daytime here, when, especially for the for football, when it's complete darkness. So 12:36, the timeout taken. We'll use this opportunity to kind of just preview the upcoming schedule for both sides. For Durfee, they will be on the road again on Thursday. They'll come back up this way to New Bedford, square off against the Whalers. 6 o'clock game at New Bedford High School. Then next week, home for 2. Tuesday at 6 against the Trojans as BR comes to town. And then on the following Tuesday, I said next week for 2, excuse me. So next Tuesday, and then the following Tuesday, the 4th of October, Durfee will host Diamond Regional for a rematch of opening night, which was played at Diamond. So this is game 2 of that rivalry series. Durfee getting the home game for that, October 4th at 6 o'clock. So Durfee will have a little bit of a break after this is Game 5. So after Game 7 next Tuesday, before the 8th game of the year, they'll get basically a week off. That can be good or bad. For Dartmouth, Durfee's hitting the field. Dartmouth will break the huddle now. Dartmouth hits the road for their next 3 after today. And of course, you know, as we mentioned in the open, this being Dartmouth's first game back from going into COVID protocols, there were a couple postponements earlier this season already, and 2 of them because of that. So the game at Brockton and their game versus New Bedford both were last week. Those have been postponed. I'm not seeing a rescheduled date at this time on the calendar for New Bedford. The Brockton game has been rescheduled for later in October, but the New Bedford game here has not been rescheduled yet. And they will have a bit of a break next week. So this week, Thursday, they will see BR. They'll hit the road Thursday, 5:30 game. Next Monday at North Attleboro, 4 o'clock. And then next Saturday, so a week from this Saturday, at Barnstable. So between next Monday and next Saturday, there's, you know, Tuesday through Friday, some opportunity possibly. Maybe we'll see, depending on New Bedford's schedule, maybe they can make that game up at that time. Again, nothing announced as of this moment in time. And if that game does get rescheduled, then that means a home game at some point over the next week and a half, possibly, if they find the time, because the New Bedford game for Dartmouth was to be played here last week at the end of the week. Shot on its way and just to the right of the post. Let's take another look at it. Set it up beautifully, tons of time. I'd say about 3 feet too far to the right. Great chance there for the Indians, who are running short on time here. Coming up on 10 minutes to play in the game.
Where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna go?
Down the field, Bersaquo gets tripped up in the corner of the box. There's a little contact, but kind of looked like he was losing his footing a little bit on his own. That one coming into the stands. Look out. Almost took out an innocent bystander. Was busy on the phone, not watching the game. That's why there's netting up at Major League Baseball stadiums now, because everybody's too busy on their phone instead of watching the game they paid to go see. Shot taken just over the crossbar.
Leo, step there, watch short. Go. Right there.
Hey, nothing here. Now shift here. Shift here.
Little floater
That middle.
that floated just a hair too high for Correa. Down the sideline and out of play. That'll be a foul against Freitas. As Fogarty got taken out. Furtado will have the free kick here. See right here, the contact. Actually coming in there too was Correa. Could have gone on neither of them, but I think it went on Freitas. Furtado's kick on its way, sailing through the uprights. Doesn't mean anything here this afternoon. Luke Bissett there with number 22 for Dartmouth, getting some minutes here as he sent it up to Seresta, now toward the box, blocked in the air by Sokol as the Hilltoppers trying to get it out of that end of the field and kind of slow up Dartmouth's offensive push. That was all ball. And the Indians get a favorable call that time. Did not look like any infraction in real time from Gonzalez. On the ball, yeah, that's not a foul. Not a foul at all. To the box. Far corner of the field, and it will go out on the goal line. Durfee ball. Alfama out of the game as Govin checks back in. 6.5 to play. Bursaquo can't get there. He is so fast, it's amazing. One of the fastest players on Durfee's team. The junior forward. Pass up ahead to Bursaquo. He's had a bid for a goal all game, but that one stuffed. Moore holds on to it. That's full committal right there from Moore, knowing he has to hold on to that ball. With two bodies coming at him, full steam ahead. Being a goalie is not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Whether it be field hockey or soccer or ice hockey, you name it. And Bursaquo in some pain now. Looks like he may have been stepped on. Yep, took him out. So that's Fogarty twice now. Fogarty causing a little riff after the whistle with Bursaquo, and now that time committing the foul. And Bursaquo will gingerly walk off the field. toward the box. Now Dennehy again. Furtado gets checked, goes down, and Dartmouth should have a free kick here well up the field. I believe Samft is going to get called on the foul. That foul coming just outside the box. See, right here, they got tangled up. Both players went down, but Samft, the one interfering with the play. Whistle sounds. Furtado directing traffic. Shot coming. Tipped! What a play by Inacio. That one was coming down. Had he not tipped it, probably would have gone in. And we've reset here a corner. And it comes back out for the moment. Govin gets tripped up, no whistle, as it's sent back toward the box. Now Inacio can play it on a hop. Gonzalez to Correa. Correa trying to get by, spins, takes a shot. It's deflected, but right into the arms of Moore. All right, clock is stopped at 2 minutes. So here we go, the final countdown. A really tough game between these two rivals, conference foes. The lone goal here coming in the second half, just shy of 15 minutes into the second half, on a penalty kick for Landon Medeiros. Good block right there, coming back. Furtado and Medeiros. Furtado wins the battle, kicks it up on ahead. Cut off by Govin, who'll clear it. That'll kill a little bit of time. Unofficially 60 seconds. Not counting any stoppage time. Medeiros got knocked down, and then the ball was kicked while he was on the ground. Went right off his head. So one player just took it off the head for Durfee on the backside there on that replay, and then Medeiros went down. Oh, excuse me, that's not Medeiros. Jeez, that was Gonzalez. Govin trying to clear it, ended up clocking him in the head with the ball. Loose ball down low. Kept in. Shot. Hooking. Bouncer! It's good! That one beat Moore. And it's Thomas Gonzalez with the goal with just seconds left to play. It hooked, got just enough. And it's 2-0 Durfee. Well, both goals kind of heartbreaking for Dartmouth. I mean, the penalty kick is one thing, sure, but if it had been scoreless, right, if the penalty kick didn't happen and it had been scoreless to this point with, say, we're looking at easily less than a minute, if not less than 30 seconds in this game, for that goal to come now. And it was set up beautifully, too. So a 2-0 Durfee lead as the Hilltoppers are going to remain unbeaten here in fall 2022. And they will pick up their first conference victory.
He's going. He can't give it up. Look, here.
Coming here into Dartmouth and taking the road win.
Offside. Watch, he's offside. Look at you, Ben. Well done. Have it. Passa por ele, caralho.
That was an absolute rocket off of Correa's foot. Hooked, had a ton of hook to it. The Durfee coaching staff there.
Hey, ball scene, ball scene.
That's your game. A 2-0 shutout victory for the Durfee Hilltoppers. It is Durfee's 4th victory, 3 of their wins shutouts, and the tie was a 0-0 game as well. So for Durfee, in 4 of their 5 games, they have not allowed a goal here in 2022. So it's been a good start to the year for the Hilltoppers. For Dartmouth, very competitive game. Tough schedule coming up with BR, North Attleboro, and Barnstable. They dropped to 1-2-0 with the loss here at home. Some great saves for Inacio. He was tested on a number of occasions. Here he is on your screen. But the Durfee goalie got it done, answered the bell. So a 2-0 game. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Our Durfee-Dartmouth doubleheader will continue tomorrow. We'll be at the Carlin Lynch Activity Center for girls volleyball as the Lady Hilltoppers visit the Lady Indians. They square off for the first time this fall. That one's slated for 5:15 or thereabouts. Of course, with volleyball, it could kind of go either way, so give or take a little bit. But we will be live from Dartmouth High tomorrow. So for our crew today, led by Peter Chase, John Silva, Carlton Park, and our director today, Dan Medeiros. I'm Evan Massoud. So long. We'll see you tomorrow for volleyball.